I want to talk about the horrific fire at the Constellation Bar. Specifically, I want to talk about the social media reaction to the clips that have gone viral from it. I have seen such incredibly cruel comments, and it's been giving me such an awful sense of deja vu about the Idaho 4 case, where when we witness someone in a state of freeze or denial, there can be such a lack of understanding or compassion about it. If you've had feelings of judgment come up, if you've thought, why were they just standing there? Why were they filming? I'm begging you to read The Unthinkable by Amanda Ripley. She does an incredible job exploring what the human brain does in moments of crisis. She talks about how often people underreact. We enter this stage called milling. That is, we look to others to see how they're reacting. Have you ever had a fire alarm go off in your apartment and you look into the hallway to see if other people are evacuating before you grab your stuff? You're milling. She talks to 9/11 survivors who told her they found themselves pacing aimlessly or heading back to their office to grab purses or books. They found themselves unable to make sense of the danger they were in, and they couldn't move out of this state of denial. They survived because a coworker had moved through that state of denial and was able to get them moving. Your brain is running risk assessment calculations, but it can only run those calculations based on your previous experience. And your previous experiences, things have turned out okay. If you hear some noise in your home late at night, you might think, God, is somebody in here? And then your brain goes, no, that's crazy. You calm yourself down, you go back to sleep, everything's fine. But you hear the story of the Idaho 4 case and the surviving roommates, and you go, I wouldn't have gone back to sleep. I would have known to leap to action. And I think it is really important to actually sit with, picturing yourself in their shoes, and think, what would I do? A little over a year ago, I'd just gotten home from work. It was a Friday. This Monstera had leaked plant water everywhere. I was like, some Friday this is turning out to be. And then my boyfriend called me and said, I need you to not panic. I was hit by a car. I need you to come get me. And to be fair, I didn't panic, but I did just an aimless loop around the apartment. And then some inner voice was like, you gotta go. But it's because every other time I thought, I haven't heard from Patrick. I hope nothing happened. Nothing had happened. I also want to note, I've seen comments that are like, this is so Gen Z, this is so Gen Alpha to film. And this fire mirrors the Station nightclub fire that happened in 2003, not only in how the fire broke out, but the fact that it was filmed. And there was the same backlash. You shouldn't have been filming, you should have been saving people. Then we feel helpless. Sometimes that's all we know how to do, to document, to bear witness. That's not generational, that's human. I've pointed out on here before, when a disaster happens and you see blame get pinned on just some guy, your spidey senses should tingle. You should know to look further up the food chain. Look at the Byford dolphin incident. You go, oh, some guy made a mistake and look what happened. But the mistake shouldn't be possible. So we saw that picture of the waitress with the sparklers over and over and over. And now what's coming out? Oh, there weren't fire inspections for the past 5 years. So what can you do to keep yourself safe? Wherever you are, know your exits. And if an emergency does happen, don't exit back through the entrance you came in. It's human nature to head back to the entrance we know, and that's how you end up with everybody stuck in one exit. If you end up at a venue that doesn't have multiple exits, or the fire exit seems blocked for any reason, it is not a safe place to be. Assume there's no plan. Often we can get stuck looking for an authority figure. Assume there is no authority figure, and you need to start making decisions for yourself. Third, listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition above all else. If you have a bad feeling, don't go. And finally, breathe. Your ability to breathe and stay calm will be your best survival tool in any disaster.